If you want to be a homeowner but don't have a down payment saved, this video is for you. I'm going to show you how to use municipal down payment programs so that you can get your first home and start building wealth through real estate. In this video, I'll show you who's eligible for these programs, how they work, and stick around to the end because there's several use cases that you might not think of. My name is Brandon Love, and I'm the co-host of the Canadian Mortgage Guide. I have helped hundreds of clients with mortgages, and this strategy is one I've helped several people use to get their first door. So I'm going to share my screen here and jump into how exactly this down payment assistance program works. So the key parts of this program, there's 3 steps to it. First things first, you need to get pre-approved. You need to show the bank and the municipal lenders that if you had a down payment, you would be able to cover the costs of carrying the mortgage and running the home. So that's an online application that we would do. You're going to input your employment history, your living history, and then we will do a credit pull there. With that, when it comes to populating the down payment section, that's where we input what would come from the municipality. So, how this works is if you meet each municipality's criteria, they will give you 10% towards the down payment. That 10% is a zero interest loan and it is forgiven at a certain time marker. So most of them, it's 20 years. How it works is if you keep the home for 20 years with you occupying it, the loan is forgiven. If you sell the property before that point, you have to pay them back plus any market appreciation. So it's a wonderful way to get your foot in the door and help you get over that hump of saving up for the down payment. So you might be wondering who's eligible for this. This program is designed for people who are currently renting and have a reasonable handle on their day to day spending. So no bankruptcies, no collections, nothing like that. You basically have life pretty much covered, but you're currently a renter and you want to become a homeowner. The idea here is that the biggest hurdle to you becoming a homeowner is saving up for that down payment. So most of your money probably goes to rent and the cost of living. So you can never set aside enough money to get the down payment. The market continues to increase with appreciation of properties, and you can never catch up enough to get into the property pool. So I'm going to give an example of one. This one's in Lambton County, so kind of like the Sarnia area. This is a checklist of what their criteria would look at. So number 1, currently renting. Number 2, plan to live in the home. Number 3, total income under $99,000. Number 4, total assets under $100,000. Home priced at $325,000, which you can actually get homes for that in that area. If you're looking for an area with a lower cost of living, this is definitely a great area and has awesome industries as well. The home has to be located within the county and you need to do their application form as well. Obviously, there's some very specific criteria shown there. So, just as a general guideline, this program is not for a few types of people. Number 1, people with bad credit. Unfortunately, you're going to have to go alternative lending if your credit is very bad. And this program is only offered with insured lending, which is on the A side. Number 2 is people living with their parents. It would be awesome if you could do that, but this program is designed specifically for clients who are currently tenants. And number 3, people with high net worth. So if you've been renting and saving a lot and you're like, ooh, I'm going to jump on this program and just keep my money invested, it doesn't work that way. Okay. The program here is designed for people who don't have savings for the down payment. A lot of people's minds immediately go to people who are like lower class, poor kind of thing when I talk about programs like that. But that's not the case. And I want to show 3 different applications I've worked on personally because it shows kind of the different ways that you can use programs like this strategically. First one here, I'll call her Home Sweet Home. It was a single mother who was renting. She wanted to get a home close to her kid's school and she planned to live there long term. So she had a job. We were able to use her child support payments and Canada Child Benefit plus her income to qualify for the mortgage. The county gave her the 10% towards a down payment. She got a home close to her kid's school and she plans to live there for the next 20 years. So she'll get the loan forgiven at that point. So it's going to be free money for her. And the added bonus to this file was that we put her on accelerated biweekly payments. So once the county program falls off at the 20-year marker, she only owes 2.5 more years of paying that mortgage and she will own the entire home outright. So really amazing there. She has a home for her kids. It's exactly what she wants, and she can build her life that way. So, really beautiful use case of this program working. The second one here, the clients just really wanted to get on the property ladder, but didn't have a down payment saved. They were a young couple who was just getting started together. They just hadn't accrued that wealth yet. They didn't want to keep renting. They were watching that the market kept going up year after year and felt like they were never going to get on the ladder if they couldn't get started. So we used this program to help them with the down payment, and it allowed them to get their first home. So what they ended up doing is they sold the home 5 years later, and they repaid the county for the initial down payment plus a little bit of appreciation there. So the equity they had built in that home allowed them to leapfrog and get the next property without any county programs or anything like that. It was just used as a stepping stone, and it was a really great way for them to kind of game the system and create an opportunity where they were otherwise strapped for cash. This one here was actually pretty cool, and I'm going to call them the portfolio builder. So she used the program to buy a fixer upper. And it was a pretty rough property, but she was a single borrower. She was very determined to just pour sweat equity into the property. So, what she did is she kind of YouTube videos, she asked for help from people she knew, and she converted the property into a duplex. From there, what she did is she refinanced the unit, and she took the equity from that and she paid the county back, because there is a caveat that there can't be a rental in these county programs. So she paid the county back, but using the rent from the duplex, the second unit, it allowed her to house hack, which we have a video of you can check out here. And it allowed her to have her mortgage paid by the tenant living in the other unit. So a really big win for her. She got her first door. She built massive appreciation there, and she now has the mortgage covered by the tenant. So a really great win. So there's 3 use cases there. I'm sure if you're a creative person, you can also think of several opportunities that you might be able to apply this to. A lot of people ask me, well, is this available in my area? And it's not everywhere, full disclosure to that. There are certain counties that do it, certain municipalities, certain ones have smaller down payment programs, certain ones have different restrictions. So it's a lot to figure out. But the good thing is you can work directly with me. I have a list built out of all the places that offer this and the nuances of the programs figured out, as well as the lender relationships to help these actually get funded. So if this is something that's a fit for you or someone in your family or your network, have them connect with me. They can book a call at meetwithbrandon.ca, and I'll walk them through all the details and nuance and see if it's the right fit for them. So there's my email there, as well as the link that I just mentioned. If you enjoyed this video and think it would be helpful to someone who's trying to get in the market, please share it with them. Hit like and subscribe. It really motivates us to create more content and to help you grow and prosper in the Canadian mortgage market. Have an awesome day.